Job titles? Now, remember, what you're trying, you've both got, you're getting ready for the final negotiation. You're not negotiating yet. You're trying to decide on key negotiating points. So you're trying to find out some information. You're trying to give a bit of information, but you're not trying to negotiate yet. Okay? So, by the way, one more thing before I start, and you'll get this. For your final negotiation, you need to have a name tag for the teachers who
And
might
the
be...
title as well.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, but at least your nickname, so that when we grade this, we know who's who. Okay.
You are Brian?
Yeah, my name is Brian Manning. Nice to meet you all.
I'm Brian Manning. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the meeting. We are from Epic Record Company. I am Gigi and I'm A&R Department Manager.
Yeah, I am Poon from the Sales and Marketing Department.
I am Miu from Promotion and Publicity Department.
Okay, so now we are here to, we are the agent of the artist Megan Trainor. I suppose that you guys already know her because she is so famous. And today I would like to negotiate a contract with you guys. So, should I begin first?
Sure.
Yeah. So I'd like to ask you one question, like how long of the contract, like the length of the contract would you prefer to have?
What do you have in mind?
Let's say,
You're not negotiating yet.
I think it should be short for us. Do you agree with that?
Sorry?
Like the period should
Not
be,
too long.
Yeah, not too long.
Okay, so the first thing that we've thought about, we want to negotiate on the length of the contract. Do you think length of contract is something that we need to talk about?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I don't know if you've got any ideas about length of contract. We can talk about this later, but our preference is probably for a shorter contract. Does that fit with what you guys are thinking?
No.
No.
Oh, what are you thinking, Mick?
We normally have around like 3 to 5 years contact with singer or band.
Okay, that's interesting. That's certainly in the ballpark. So this is something we need to talk about later, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Let's make a note. We can talk about contract length. Move on.
They offer us.
So we would like to ask, how many songs do you think that you will include in your new album?
Do you have song ready?
We already got our master recordings, and like how many songs?
If you've already got, you don't have to keep everything a secret. If you've already got a master recording and it's got a number of tracks, yeah, just tell them.
And we now have 15 tracks.
15 tracks, and that's what we want in our album.
Mhm.
So 3 minutes per song. This should be like 45 to 50 minutes.
Do you guys have a problem with that? Is that a big deal or?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So this means you already have your own producer, right?
Actually, not a real producer because so far I only got this one master recordings.
Oh,
For the resulting recordings, then I think you guys can help us with that.
But you do have bands, right?
We only got one singer, Megan Trainor. She's a solo singer.
Mm-hmm.
So you want help with a producer, do you?
Exactly.
Is that something that you can help with?
sure.
Have you thought about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want the same guy that worked with you in the previous album, or do you want to work with the different one?
Yeah, I can work with the same guy that helped me later. Help me earlier because he's very good.
Regarding the band that you asked us, I
Hang on a
think-
minute, before you go on, this is important for the negotiations as well. Don't move on too quickly. So the producer, is there anything more to talk about there? Do you need to talk about this in the negotiation? Is that completely set? Have you agreed on a producer already? Are there any problems? Do you agree on creative input from the producer? Is that all that okay? Do you need to talk about that in the negotiation, or is that something you can forget about?
So you
We may need to ask the producer
If
if he
he,
is available.
Free at that time.
Yeah.
so
we can,
so right now you want the
the old guy, yeah.
okay.
So
So
The old guy.
then the one you used to work
guy,
on.
yeah.
If he's not available for that time or for the timing, whatever, are there any other suggestions or people you don't want or people you do want, either from either side?
we might be able to find the alternative one for you, but we cannot guarantee on that.
Yeah.
His
So
talent is gonna be equal to my previous guy, right?
yeah, sure.
That's
Or
what-
if we find someone who's better, would you be open to listening to or to thinking about a different producer or not?
Yeah, sure. Let me see. Just let me see his, his song that he
His
used to
work.
produce.
Maybe
yeah.
talk.
Sure. So let's move on next. To the
So
next agenda.
regarding the band, I think we need help for additional musicians for recording the songs,
Like the guitarist, the
drummers,
yeah.
So all the
all the musicians.
Is that the same as the producers?
Yeah, I think it's the same deal.
So-
Because we also
So-
need the producer and we also need the musicians for my bacon trainer.
I think producers will
We
Provide
arrange
you
all
with
the
the-
musicians.
for you.
Okay, good.
So may I ask what is the theme of your album?
For the album, I haven't had the clear decision yet, but I will make it by the next meeting because and will you allow us to decide on the theme and the cover and all the stuff for the album?
Sure.
Okay, so
So do you
we're
think
we're gonna decide on that.
something like previous album?
Okay. So we have the right to choose the title, the cover, and the artwork for the album. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Good. Okay. And let's move on to the next point. I think that if you guys agree on this, I think it should be your responsibility to pay for the expenses, like for the hotel for Megan to stay. If she has to travel to record, if she has to travel to your company,
To record the songs.
yeah.
Well,
So it should be your responsibility to
All the expenses.
cover all the expenses.
Like travel expenses.
Yeah, like
Traveling
for
expenses,
transportation.
accommodation, meal costs.
well, we have to tell you this before, like, this is not the thing that like record company is responsible for, but we can negotiate this in details for our final negotiation.
Okay.
Okay, so that's something you're going to have to talk about later, right? So you both know each other's position. That's something that you can talk about.
it's okay that we can talk about this later.
So move on.
Sure.
Moving on to about the tour support Megan should get. Like when she goes on tour, on her concerts, I think Epic Records should help us with the tour support for the expenses, like for the traveling costs, for accommodation, airfares and stuff.
And I think,
But when she goes on tour around the world.
This is very important topic.
I think we can provide some advance for you, but not for any cost. We will have to decide it again. What is included in the cost?
And what is not?
So we will provide you in details on the final negotiation too.
But of course, for the international tour, we desire for the airfare and for the accommodation. This is what we want to get for Megan.
I think we will get on that later.
Okay.
It's very detailed. Any requests that you want our company to provide for you?
I think this is some of the key points I want to talk about today.
And for us, we want to talk about the copyright and the ownership of the song. Do you think that this is very important for Megan?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
How many years do you have in mind for the ownership right of the song after?
Well, I haven't decided on how many years, like the exact time period that I want to get, but I'll talk about this in the next meeting.
That is something very important we should talk about.
Have you set like target of how many copies do you want?
I haven't decided on that yet because today I'm just gonna like save my offering, so I haven't reached that much.
What do you normally make copies for other artists?
Your last album was
Like-
like almost 1,000,000 copies, right?
Okay.
So I think you should aim more for this one.
Yeah. Think so. Of course.
And are you gonna distribute to like worldwide, all the places?
Sure. And the overall budget.
Normally, we will first promote it through the social network and website and blogs. Maybe
And
TV channel.
through newspaper and also release it on YouTube.
Are there anything you want to add, like more channels?
I think that's good, but for Megan, since she is already famous, I think you guys may promote it heavily on the social network because since nowadays, like a lot of teenagers they use like YouTube and MySpace and stuff like that. So yeah,
prefer-
more on social network.
That's what we plan for you too.
Okay, good.
Is there any more thing that you want to talk about?
No more for today.
So let's conclude that what we're gonna talk for our next meeting. So first we have the link of the contract, and the second is theme of the album, the travel expense for artists,
Yes.
the tour support from our side,
Yes.
and the ownership and copyright, and the number of copies that you want us to
Produce.
produce.
Producers,
Yeah.